Hey there, and welcome to another Sunny Daze podcast. I'm your host, Jolly, and today we've got some uplifting stories, some did you know, and more. So grab a cup of sunshine and let's get started. First up today, well, in a moment of life threatening urgency, former teacher Michael Susuno displayed extraordinary courage, jumping into action to save a life. On June 23rd this year in Suffolk County, New York, 33-year-old Tempest Harris Buckner was driving when she swerved to avoid an animal crossing the road. In a split second, her car veered off course, crashing into a utility pole. The impact was severe, and to make matters worse, the vehicle quickly caught fire, putting her in imminent danger. Michael, a bystander who had been driving nearby, witnessed the accident and felt an instinctive urge to help. As he approached the scene, he saw the flames rapidly spreading, intensifying by the second. Michael was not alone. There were a few other bystanders also gathered, all determined to help Harris Buckner escape the burning car. Working together, they managed to pry the car door open and carefully pull her out just moments before the vehicle was fully engulfed in flames. Oh, yikes. In an unexpected and touching twist, Michael realized that the woman he had helped rescue was actually a former student of his from when he taught orchestra at Northport High School. This realization added an emotional layer to the rescue, reinforcing the profound impact that teachers and mentors can have on their students and each other's life. Tempest, who recognized Michael as well, was overwhelmed with gratitude for the man who had once been her teacher and now her lifesaver. Thanks to the quick response of Michael and the other bystanders, Harris Buckner was taken to Stony Brook University Hospital with non life threatening injuries. Her family and friends expressed their deep appreciation for the strangers who became heroes that day, saving her life through their selflessness and bravery. A shout out to Michael and all of the heroes on that day. And now, a wonderful story about a Miss Julia Hurricane Hawkins. Who was the hurricane? Well, she was an extraordinary centenarian who made headlines when, at the age of 105, she became the oldest woman to set a record in track and field for the 105 plus age category. In 2021, she ran the 100-meter dash at the Louisiana Senior Games, a feat that captured global attention and shattered perceptions about aging. Her journey, full of resilience and determination, earned her the affectionate nickname Hurricane, symbolizing her unstoppable spirit. Born in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin in 1916, Julia moved to Louisiana as a child, where she grew up and later became an educator. In 1942, she married her husband Murray, with whom she shared a wonderful life, raising four children. Julia began her athletic career much later in life, deciding to start competitive cycling at the age of 75. Her journey into the world of sports was nothing short of inspirational. She competed in the National Senior Games, winning six gold medals in the 5K and 10K cycling events. However, at 100, she decided to try something new, running, and soon after set a record for the 100-meter dash in her age group, competing it in an impressive 40.12 seconds. Wow. Apart from her accomplishments on the track, Julia was known for her love of gardening, where she found peace and joy in nature, often calling herself the flower lady. In 2016, she wrote her memoir, It's Been Wondrous, sharing stories from her life and inspiring readers with her wisdom and zest for life. Julia believed in staying active, not just physically, but mentally, and she cherished every moment. Julia's story reminds us of the power of persistence and staying active no matter our age. She passed this past October at the age of 108, leaving behind a legacy that encourages us all to redefine what's possible and live each day to the fullest. Her story will continue to inspire generations to come, exemplifying that age is only a number when it comes to achieving greatness. Thank you, Hurricane. What a wonderful lesson we learned from you. And now, how about a Jolly Chat story time? We'll call Fancy. Well, Maggie always knew her grandmother's house was full of secrets, but nothing could have prepared her for what she stumbled upon one rainy Saturday afternoon. While exploring the attic, a place she had been told 100 times was off limits, she found a large, dusty box labeled Fancy in bold letters. Curious, Maggie pried it open, sneezing at the cloud of dust that escaped. Inside, she found clothes so vibrant and extravagant they looked like they'd come straight out of a storybook. Feathered hats, velvet gloves, bejeweled capes, and shoes with sparkling buckles filled the box. But at the very bottom, the most interesting item of all, a small, shiny silver locket. Maggie opened it to find a miniature mirror inside with the faintest inscription along the rim. Be who you dare to be, it read. Intrigued, Maggie slipped on the locket, then added a feathered hat and a glittery shawl from the box. She gazed into the attic mirror, half expecting to see herself looking like a mix of her regular self and her eccentric character from a grand adventure. But instead, the reflection showed someone entirely different, a version of herself who was taller, more confident, with a daring glint in her eyes and a powerful stance. As soon as she blinked, her surroundings transformed. She was no longer in her grandmother's attic, but in a grand ballroom, dressed in a lavish gown with golden lace. She was holding a fan, and the room was filled with music and chatter. Suddenly, a butler approached her, bowing low and saying, Madam Fancy, the guests await your speech. Speech? Maggie, now Fancy, felt a momentary flutter of panic, but quickly found herself swept up in the character. She strode forward confidently, clinking a spoon against a glass to quiet the room. Words she hadn't even known she had poured out of her, filling the room with tales of bravery, laughter, and adventure. As the crowd cheered, she felt the locket grow warm against her skin. She blinked, and in an instant she was back in the attic, still holding the feathered cap and the glittery shawl. The locket's inscription now shimmered a little brighter. Be who you dare to be. Maggie knew that Fancy was now more than just a box in the attic. It was a reminder of the daring, bold person who could be she could be anytime she chose to believe in herself. With a grin, she tucked the locket around her neck and wondered where her next adventure just might take her. The end. And now, how about some did you know? How about the month of November? Of course. Did you know that November was NaNoWriMo? Mm-hmm. November is celebrated as National Novel Writing Month, a global challenge where participants aim to write a 50,000 word novel in just 30 days. It's a month dedicated to creativity and storytelling. Oh, how much fun! I might have to try that one. And did you know that the month of November is Movember? Movember is a popular annual event, and it encourages men to grow mustaches in November to raise awareness for men's health issues like prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and mental health challenges. And Thanksgiving in the United States. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November in the United States, a time of gratitude, family gatherings, and often feasts include turkey stuffing and pumpkin pie. That'll be November the 28th this year, guys. And it's also fallback for daylight savings time. In many places, clocks are set back 1 hour on the first Sunday in November, marking the end of daylight saving time and giving people an extra hour of sleep. And did you know about the birthstones in November? Well, topaz and citrine. Those born in November are lucky to have two birthstones. Topaz, often gold and yellow, is said to bring warmth and energy, while citrine is known as a healing quartz, symbolizing prosperity and joy. And those are a few did you know facts about November. And how about the entertainment scene this month? What's coming out in the month of November due to be released? Moana 2, set to release on November the 22nd, 2024. This sequel continues the adventures of Moana as she embarks on a new journey across the ocean, encountering new characters and challenges. And Red One, also releasing on November 22nd this year. Red One is an action adventure film starring Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. The plot details are under wraps, but it's expected to be a holiday themed movie with a unique twist. Oh, we'll be looking forward to that one. And Elevation, releasing on November the 8th. So it should have been this weekend it was released. Elevation is a drama that explores themes of personal growth and overcoming obstacles. While specific plot details are limited, it's anticipated to be a truly inspiring story. Oh, looking forward to a few of these. And now on the movie scene, well, we're going to delve into our Which Celebrity this week. And we're going to be talking about the evolution of an icon, Miss Billie Eilish. When Billie Eilish's hit, Birds of a Feather, a significant hit, this song has garnered nearly 1 billion streams, showcasing Miss Eilish's influence in the music industry. Billie Eilish has captivated the world with her hauntingly beautiful voice and distinct sound, rising from teenage sensation to music industry powerhouse. Born in Los Angeles in 2001, Billie grew up surrounded by music and creativity. By the time she was just 13, her unique style and perspective were already evident, but no one could have anticipated the impact she would make on the global music scene and culture. Her journey started with a single song, Ocean Eyes, written by her brother, Phineas, who has since become her close collaborator and producer. The track went viral on SoundCloud, marking the start of Billie's rapid success to fame. Soon, her ethereal voice and dark, introspective lyrics caught the attention of major labels, and she signed with Interscope Records. Her debut album, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?, was released back in 2019, was a breakthrough, featuring hits like Bad Guy and Bury a Friend. The album topped the charts, and Billie became the youngest artist to win all 4 major Grammy categories in a single night: Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Sound of the Year, Best New Artist. Wow, this achievement cemented her as a true music prodigy, no doubt. What made Billie stand out wasn't just her music talent, but her authenticity and fearlessness. She wasn't afraid to express herself, often dressing in oversized clothes to defy stereotypes and body image in the industry. Her lyrics delved into personal themes, mental health, heartbreak, self-doubt, and the pressures of fame, resonating deeply with fans around the world who found solace in her vulnerability. In recent years, Billie has continued to evolve, both as an artist and as an individual. Her sophomore album, Happier Than Ever, showcased a more introspective and mature side, with tracks that reflected her growth and struggles. Songs like Your Power and Happier Than Ever address complex emotional and societal issues, marking a new chapter in her artistic journey. Billie's influence extends beyond music. She became an advocate for environmental causes, mental health awareness, and body positivity, using her platform to spark conversations that matter. Her connections with fans is a testament to her transparency and willingness to share her struggles as openly as she shares her successes. Today, Billie Eilish stands as one of the most influential voices of her generation, consistently pushing boundaries and challenging norms. Her journey is a reminder of the power of authenticity in a world that often demands conformity. As she continues to evolve, both her music and her message inspire millions, proving that she's not just a voice for her generation, she's a voice for anyone who's ever felt misunderstood, isolated, or is even searching for a place to be. Thank you, Miss Eilish, for your talent. And now, as we come to a close of today's episode, let's remember that the stories we've shared can serve as a reminder of the goodness that surrounds us. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, so find your beauty, shine, and share it. Remember to spread love, joy, and positivity whenever and wherever you go. We'll see you next week for more stories, entertainment news, some Did You Know? And until then, peace and love always. And thank you for tuning in to the Sunny Days Podcast.